Hello again, internet denizens. I usually rush these, I feel like, and it's funny. The reason I do that is I'm trying to convey as much information as I can as possible to you guys in as little amount of time because I don't want to waste your time because that's part of the whole point of what I'm doing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You know, we spend a third of our life sleeping. We're supposed to only spend a third working, but we Americans spend way more than that.
Coffee, Violet. Now.
Yes, sir.
And then the rest is kind of supposed to be ours, right? Like for your hobbies and your family and your kids and your dogs and your vacations and stuff like that. But it never works that way, especially for a freelancer. The stress in between jobs can be horrible. Great when there's no gap, but as a lot of you know, you might go a week or 2 or 8 or 12 between gigs.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
So it doesn't matter what you were doing. It doesn't matter if you were a mechanic for 20 years. It doesn't matter if you were in TV for 15 years. You can change and make that time work for you more. It's your time. It's been stolen by all these other things, and this is your ability to reclaim it.
I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm going to go anymore.
A long time ago on YouTube, I can't remember the philosopher, thinker, pundit, whoever said this, but they talked about, not having time for this, that, or the other now, and what you get from that. Like, oh, I've got to work, so I can't be with my kid. And it's morbid, but when you are at the end of your days, are you going to look back and be like, man, if I had just worked a little harder back in 2024, the quarterly earnings would have been a little higher? Dead.
Escape for Arthur and his knights seemed hopeless, when suddenly the animator suffered a fatal heart attack.
No, that's morbid, but you're not gonna look back with extra time spent with your family and regret any of it, or pursuing your hobby, or climbing a mountain, or learning how to fly a plane. Learning skills and quality time are what is this world for other than enjoying your time with your family and developing yourself as best you can? It doesn't seem like grinding it out for somebody else is what we're supposed to be doing as human beings. I mean, most people only work for themselves for the longest of times. There were no companies, made your own clothes, did your own stuff, grew your own food. We don't have to do some of that stuff, which is awesome, because I think I'd be a shit gardener.
Now, I'm no botanist, but I do know that if you put water on plants, they grow.
But now is the time to come back to people bearing all the fruit of their labor. If you'd like to know more, click the link in my bio. Go to buildyourfate.com and see if this is something you think you could change in your life for the better.